from the Cubewise conference in Sydney, the Hilton Hotel. I've got with me here Peter Brady from Allianz. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you, Jason. Glad to be here.
Good, good. So you did a presentation earlier today. It went down very well. Apparently you are a big guy at Allianz from your from your new TM1 system.
You're talking about my way.
Your presentation was like, ended with a whole load of quotes from the CEO and big players at your company about the new system you put in. So maybe just talk about what it is you put in that impressed everyone so much.
This year we've put in POR, and it's worked really, really well for us.
POR is
Planning Analytics Workspace. So connecting through to TM1, we've had TM1 at Allianz for the last 19 years. Right. So we've got a very old, stable system there. But POR gave us the opportunity to refresh, and this year we rolled it out to 140 of our top executives. We'd put a lot of work into it to do that rollout, and there was still a lot of trepidation. Right. That afternoon, I still remember the afternoon we pushed the button, but the email started rolling in the next morning. There was one from the CEO telling us how great a job we'd done. The CFO told us brilliant work. The New Zealand CEO came in and said, look, this is a benefit across the whole company. Other executives, distribution executives, were saying it was amazing, and there was the one that said, I love it. Falling in love at first sight. There you go with POR. Okay. So it was the visualizations. They just loved the huge jump that it took from the TM1 web that we had in place. We had a lot of TM1 web in place.
Okay, previously. So that's your legacy sort of front end for the masses, yeah?
Absolutely.
So how many users overall would you say?
Okay, so it was 140 on POR. That jumped to 500 when we implemented the planning component of it. We've got almost 600 users all up across both TM1 web, and we've still got a lot of legacy there that we've still got to convert across, and we'll get there. But so far we've been extremely successful with the Planning Analytics Workspace rollout.
Great. Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, are you getting all the accolades? Or
no,
not quite.
Not quite. I think sort of more in the background. So yes, but it's nice to see that the team getting recognised for the work that they've done. So
that's great to hear the wins kind of thing. But let's step back a bit. So Allianz have been using TM1 for almost 20 years or whatever. And how long? What's your history with TM1 yourself?
Look, just a little over 20 years. So I basically was involved in implementing TM1 at Allianz. I think I do remember Jason Tranfield and Ben Heinel there at that point in time.
Me as well. Yeah, okay.
At that point in time as well. So our history goes a long way back. There's been a huge amount of development over the time. My CFO at the time was a huge TM1 supporter, and basically I think staked his career on it.
Right. Okay. Well, look, I mean, here's your opportunity to say why. What TM1 is doing. Why are people so enthused about it?
Look, I think it's from a finance point of view, it's the control over the numbers, the centrally controlled numbers, especially for planning. It replaces a huge amount of flexibility. Let's call it flexibility with Excel spreadsheets that are sitting out there where anyone can do anything. Whatever model you build in Excel, it can be overwritten. We were seeing that even still this year. We replaced an Excel model with a TM1 model. People got a little bit frustrated. They could no longer overwrite numbers. Yeah. But it gave us in finance the control and the integrity that we wanted over that model.
And from my understanding, like you're an insurance company, and insurance is notoriously difficult to model. Yeah, the complexity inside of an insurance company in terms of claims and premiums and all that sort of stuff it's pretty involved.
Yes,
it's really important you get it right.
Look, absolutely. The numbers that we're talking about are huge numbers on the P&L and the balance sheet as well. So things you're talking about there include the discounting of claims over future periods.
So over many years you have to model all of that sort of stuff. Yes. If you get it wrong,
Yes.
can be serious.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that's part of the rollout of Workspace. It's a better front end, but you also did behind the scenes a new sort of modelling.
Yeah, look, absolutely. So we've continued to build in TM1. So there were legacy things there that were causing us issues. So every planning cycle that we go through, we look to improve it, and we look to everything that we can try and do within TM1. Over the last few years, we've knocked off quite a large chunk of work. It's I'm right in the middle of it at the moment. That planning cycle, all the pre-work's been done, and we're just sitting there holding our breath, hoping everything continues to work the way we expect it to.
Good stuff. And so, what's the future?
So
More brand awareness of Brady.
Look, we have still a lot of legacy TM1 web that we want to roll out. That we want to roll out or convert to Paul. And we'll continue to do that. We'll go back after the planning cycle, as we do every year, and look at what we can improve, what we can do better. And there always is stuff that we can do better. So
moving all the time.
Absolutely.
If it isn't, there's maybe a
problem. There may be not something for me to do there. So yes. So that's where we're heading to.
Well, great. I mean, thanks for sharing your story as ever. Thanks for presenting as well. Giving back to the community. We really appreciate that.
Look, no problem at all. I certainly enjoy the afterwards. So after I finish, I enjoy it a lot more.
Decompressing. Yeah. And so you come to these conferences every year. What's that about? What do you hope to find in a conference every year?
Well, from almost I go into every session with the expectation that I might be able to take something back, and I expect the team to do the same thing. So my team that's attending as well, we'll go through every session that we attended, and we'll try and take something back and say, yeah, that really makes sense. We should be trying to do that. So already today, we're already starting those discussions that says, let's have a look at this, or let's have a look at that. It really made sense to us.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for your attendance and your presentation.
Thank you.
Peter Brady, everyone.
Thanks, Jason.
Okay.